So, Dragon Ball FighterZ Season 4 DLC is on the horizon with Android 21 Lab Coat leading that season of DLC. And of course, that begs the question, who are going to be the remaining fighters in Season 4 of Dragon Ball FighterZ Season 4 DLC? Well, I'm going to be answering those questions and more in today's video, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button, click that notification bell, enable all notifications, and let's get started. Alright, so the first character coming in alongside Android 21 Lab Coat is going to be Dragon Ball GT's Omega Shenron, coming into Season 4 of DLC for Dragon Ball FighterZ. Now, there's a lot of reasons as to why he should be a character, but I'm going to tell you why he is going to be a character in Dragon Ball FighterZ. Of course, if you remember correctly, we found evidence of him being in the game, or at least plan to be in the game, in the form of lines between him and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. That was data mined in previous DLC for Dragon Ball FighterZ. So with us having Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta added in the previous DLC, it's about time for us to get Omega Shenron in this season of DLC. And he has a ton of bag of tricks. He has innovative moves. This is a character that can use the previous attacks of the previous Shadow Dragons. So you could have him use Whirlwind Blade from Oceania Shenron. You can have him use the Ice Field or Ice Barrier from Ice Shenron. And you can have him use the Burst attack from Nova Shenron. And he has his own bag of tricks too. He can use a Dragon Flash Bullet, he can use the Dragon Thunder attack, and of course his ultimate, his level 3, is going to be the Minus Power Energy Ball, which is going to be the counterpart to Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's Big Bang Kamehameha. So there's a lot of reason as to why Omega Shenron is coming into the game, but we already have the data, we already have the evidence, so Omega Shenron has to take a slot in this season of DLC. Moving along. The next character that we have for this season of DLC is going to be Buuhan. Now, we have the previous forms of Majin Buu. We have Kid Buu, and we have the large Majin Buu, the Fat Buu. Okay, we already have them. So of course we have to have a Super Buu variant, and instead of just getting base Super Buu, we're going to go ahead and get his ultimate form, Buuhan, into the game. Now there's a lot of reasons as to why this character is coming. He is a fan favorite. A lot of people argue and moan over this character, so they know this would be a fan favorite pick and would generate buzz for Dragon Ball FighterZ Season 4 DLC. Now, what can he do? He can use Piccolo's attacks like Special Beam Cannon. He can use Buu-Tanks' attacks with Super Buu Ghost attack. He can use Kamehameha. He can use some of the Ultimate Gohan attacks. There's a lot that this character can do, and it's all based on the creativity that Tomoka Hiroki could generate. I mean, if you look at Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, they actually made a pretty solid character with Buuhan. So Dragon Ball FighterZ has to step it up. They have to do their own variant, maybe, you know, do something different that we've never seen before with a Buu character. It's all based on Tomoka Hiroki and her team, and I will put some confidence in them handling Buuhan. I just don't want to see him do a generic level 3 with a Super Kamehameha. We have enough of that. We don't need another one, please. But that is going to be that DLC character. Let's move it along. So the next character for Dragon Ball FighterZ Season 4 DLC is going to be Dragon Ball GT's own Super Android 17. Now, I'm all about adding characters that do something different or shake up the meta, and Super 17 is perfectly positioned to do that. He is, of course, a trifecta of villains in Dragon Ball GT, so if you're going to add Omega Shenron and you already have Baby, you have to add Super Android 17. You just have to. There's no haggling there. So when it comes to Super 17, he actually does some innovative stuff that would actually shake up the meta. He can absorb energy, so I wouldn't limit this just to basic super attacks. I would make it any key-based ultimates, any key-based moves, any beams, any blasts, any basic key blasts. Super 17 should be able to absorb, and if he absorbs it at a full meter, he should convert it into health. So like if you have someone that's just throwing out raw level 3s and you throw in Super 17, you should absorb it and it should be added to your meter. And if you reach max meter, then it should just begin adding to your health. So just imagine, and yes, I would make this as a support ability too, where Super 17 just jumps out in front of the character as a defensive barrier and absorbs it and adds it to the team's meter. Like, that's what I'm talking about when I'm saying shaking up the meta, doing something different, making people think about using true combos instead of just throwing out stuff in the neutral. Super 17 would be that character that would have just cause to come in and do that. Like, he has the kit for it in the show, so therefore he should have the kit for it in the game. Now, just from a defensive barrier standpoint, absorption, or just straight up defense from attacks, he could use his flash bomber, he could pull off his hand and use his machine weapon technique. He could use iconic physical attacks like in his combos where he does like the backflip kick like in Xenoverse 2. He could also just grab the opponent's face for his grab and just toss him away like he did it against Vegeta in the Dragon Ball GT battle between him and the Z Fighters. There's a lot that this character can do that would shake up the meta. So all those reasons and just the stylish factor of his shocking death ball being an ultimate, a level 3, that would be beautiful. Maybe they could go back to the Infinite Worlds game and maybe kind of get some inspiration from how that was animated, because I like the fact that the opponent looked shocked as the shocking death ball was hitting them. They could do a lot with this character that we've never seen before in Dragon Ball FighterZ. So that's all the justification for him taking another slot in Dragon Ball FighterZ Season 4. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and let's move right along. So, the next character is coming from Dragon Ball Super, and it is going to be Kale Berserk. There are a lot of reasons Kale Berserk is going to be a character in Dragon Ball FighterZ Season 4 DLC. Number one, it's a collaboration promotion with Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, because we all know that Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 is adding Kale Berserk. Number two, it fixes the problem that Dragon Ball FighterZ already currently has with the fact that we have Kefla, but none of the sum of her parts. We have Goku Black being a part of the Zamasu fusion. We have Goku and Vegeta being part of the Vegito fusion. So it would only make sense for us to finally have at least one of Kale or Caulifla in the game, and having Kale come into the game with her Berserker form would definitely shake things up in Dragon Ball FighterZ. Now I know what you're thinking. She's going to be another Broly moveset. She's going to be another brick wall. It doesn't mean that she has to function the same. There could be differences in her command grabs. There could be differences in the way that she functions. I mean, if you look at Dragon Ball Super Broly and Dragon Ball Z Broly, they both function very differently from one another. And again, she's a major part of Dragon Ball Super. Additionally, Tomoka Hiroki loves those characters. So yes, I do see Kale Berserker coming in as a Dragon Ball Super representative to go ahead and tie that up in a nice little bow and be done with Dragon Ball Super characters. Now, a lot of people were not going to see this coming, but yes, we have another DLC character, not just 5. Of course, Android 21 Lab Coat, Buuhan, Omega Shenron, Super 17, and Kale. Yes, we can have 6 characters because Fighter Pass 1 technically had 8. If you count Goku base and Vegeta base, they had 8 characters. And of course, Fighter Pass 2 had 6 characters. Fighter Pass 3 was the only pass that only had 5 characters. So there's no reason they can't crank up the number back to 6 or something higher. So I don't want to hear any of those excuses in the comment section. So the last character coming in Dragon Ball FighterZ, and he actually fits the omen of having another Goku form in the game, and of course he fixes the movie character problem as well. We're gonna have Turles coming in as another character for Dragon Ball FighterZ Season 4 DLC. Now, of course, he's not exactly Goku, but he does have the spiky hairstyle. He is a movie character, so he checks that box too, and he does have a finesse move style, a cool move set, and he checks that box too. So there's no reason as to why Turles can't come in the game. His meteor burst would look lovely as a level 3 or ultimate in this game. Of course, Sudden Storm, he could boost his damage with Fruit of the Tree of Might. There's plenty that this character can do in Dragon Ball FighterZ. Like, I've barely scratched the surface of what they could really do with a Turles in this game. And of course, you have to have your movie character. So there you go. So those have been all the picks for Dragon Ball FighterZ Season 4 DLC. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Who would you pick in your Season 4 of Dragon Ball FighterZ DLC? And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.